You know, on the record is opposing nationalism of any kind. The only nation I want to be part of is a nation of bohemian artists, and even then, insufferable. Can't have a nation of bohemian artists. How will any work get done? Like, you can't pave roads with old paintings, can you? Or maybe you can. My God, I just drove over Picasso. Is this a stop sign? Okay, it is. It's unclear to me. Well, it's appropriate that we're using the old video footage from 20 years ago, 23 years I believe to be precise, because the songs too, 23 Below probably goes back 17, I hate to say it, around 17 years, but Ahimsa is a relatively new song, so that's good. There's something old and something new, something borrowed and something blue. So the recording was done by Neil O'Connor, formerly of The Flies, seminal British punk band of the 70s. And the filming was done by Regan Moran, who you know. And the old film was done by David Swift. What else? I'm still the same person that I was 23 years ago. Haven't made that much progress or advancement in the career or craft. But that's good. It's good to be at a standstill. You can see lots of things passing you by, moving pictures and so on. So that's what it is. It's a person who basically stands still for the most part, watching the world move and remaining somewhat unchanging and immovable, because that's what that's the house we build around our personality. Yeah, we're gonna put 7 or 8 minutes of various images and sounds together and call it a short film. That's what, and hopefully it will capture people's attention. And if it doesn't, go back to sleep now.
There is rising from the mist of Babylon. There was a falling tower back in Babylon. Apocalypso singing and dancing under the limbo, living in the midst of an eclipse, arms all akimbo. Presidential bimbo, would-be artistic Rambo, social decay.
Across the way here, the view outside my window was this nun's garden. It was a convent. They were like gray nuns, and they had their garden. They grew cabbages, and they had some chestnut trees. So that was the nun's garden, and then I lived right up here, right there. That was my bedroom window for 9 years. Catholic, the house of the Virgin Mary, a garage. She's looked out over the nun's garden for 9 years. That was quite something. Now it's all condos. I said I think we're trespassing here. It's great. Is this the scene where we meet some interesting... Oh my God, that's that tree I grew up with. Leroy, how are you? This tree was born before John A. MacDonald was. That's going back a ways. Eh? Percent markup from the rich kids with whom I went to school. That's why we're going up here right now. Passing this Westmount City Hall. There's Shar Hashemayim Synagogue. The lawn bowling is extraneous to the story. And there's Selwyn House. 20 years at Selwyn House, okay. They left him out because he killed himself after he was confronted with the one phone call to the headmaster, and he went home. They asked him to not come back for a while. He went home and killed himself with his father and their dog. I don't know why they brought the dog into it, honestly. You just totally skillfully avoid it and then live your life as if you're in a goddamn theater of your own creation. Of course, but it's better than play acting in front of the family and friends and going to the barbecues and so on. So I'm pretty obsessed with the theme of not conforming to society's demands. That place was the perfect place to to launch into this world of capitalism and patriarchy, you know? Yeah, I was really supposed to join, you know, even the upper reaches of the middle class, or at least this comfortable middle class, and show up, do the right thing, get married, I guess, I don't know, get a good job, that's important, and then, you know, just go through the motions, because that's what, when you're born into a certain place and you go to a certain school and you have access to people who have money and power, you get little invitations into their world.
When I add it all up, if I can do the math, stepping on and on and on and off this true path. Who am I stepping on to get higher up the ladder? At the end you realize all is transient matter. Get a glimpse of
It's Horton, here's a who. We gotta stop it, man. It's a who.
What is that thing?
Save us, save us.
Going to a deep freeze, so we went back to coldest city on the avenue. Curious, this change of season, so furious. Now that it's winter, frost on my window, city's not paradise. When it's 23 below, you try to tell how much you love. Words like nails in wood, too much above. Knowledge what is, knowledge what was. Letters after your name with a neat new suit, burial, just new ties. Two fine brass rings, not over until that lady sings. Now that it's winter, frost on my window, city's not paradise. When it's 23 below, you try to tell how much you love. Words like nails in wood, too much above.
How about you take some of yourself?
Can't see myself though.
Yes, yes, you're doing it. Yeah, you are.
Where your trousers roll, moss growing in the fold, getting old. Now that it's winter,